Look Alive, episode 52. I made it through the intro. Thanks to J-Vi for that riveting Look Alive last week. Episode 50.
Look Alive? Question mark?
You gotta hit. You gotta. It's an upward inflection on the alive. Look alive. Not you got. You can't come. You're not landing the plane when you go look alive.
You're taking off.
Yeah, exactly. August 6th, 2023. Let us be the first to wish you and yours a happy National Root Beer Float Day. Got some details on that in just a second. J-Vi is out. New addition to the family. Kudos to him and his wife and their daughter. All that good stuff. Dylon is in. Here he is.
Back.
Pretty good weekend, as you can see. Put the NC King in there. So,
are we still on like day number 4 of be name? Does anybody know it yet?
Oh, you cut out right there. Hey, go in there and tell your wife. Hey, go in there and tell your wife to quit. Just tell her to turn off whatever she's got on. Get off of Wi-Fi. This is your time.
Hey, we hit the lag switch on you. Every time you go to gloat, we're just gonna hit the lag switch.
No, I was gonna say, are we on day number 4 of baby name?
And you're gone.
No, baby name's here. We will not reveal that live on the airwaves, but we do know the baby name. All right. So there we go. Happy National Root Beer Float Day. We do have with us, ladies and gentlemen, if I could figure out, there we go. It's episode 52. Our very first sponsor ever, Edge of Erosion. As you all know, we have our numbers in our names there. It's 34, 23, 39, 10. Dylon was 12. Didn't think I remember that, did you? But episode 52 was reserved for a very special someone, and that person is Edge of Erosion. He's going to be joining us for the first little bit of the show. Here he comes. Welcome to the show.
Orange?
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh. Orange.
Look alive.
He's dressed in all head to toe, what looks like Syracuse colors for those of you that can't see.
Negative. By no means Syracuse.
Head to toe.
There you go.
South Carolina stuff all over the walls. Gamecock fan for life. Edge Erosion. Welcome.
You're literally about to make it my how dare you list already.
How dare you right out of the gate. We were just going over National Root Beer Float Day. We're trying to win the Millie on DraftKings.
You forgot to describe the missile dip that he has in. He's got an absolute missile.
It looks like an Arkansas Razorback SEC convention in his front lip right now.
Jesus Christ.
An absolute hog, an absolute pig in there.
First of all,
1990s, the dip.
Looks like the entire cast of Wild Hogs, Tim Allen.
He's really a big Ohio State fan with that big horseshoe in his lip.
The entire city of Lexington Barbecue Festival in his lip.
Known Indianapolis Colts fan.
Jesus Christ. We're walking straight into the how dare you Sussy. Stand by is all I got to say is stand by.
Take out the Washington football team's mascot from your lip.
Oh, jeez. All right. Okay, Eric, we're trying to win.
I had to go to your little microphone back up because I spent 20 minutes trying to hook up a Bluetooth headset my wife had. This is a lot of work to get on this podcast.
You got to get a little bit further from your face because your breath is so hot in my ear right now.
It's also 95 degrees in this garage right now, too.
I am so startled right now. South Park episode. Okay.
That's all, Mike.
All right, we're trying to win the Millie. Did anyone win the Millie this week in DraftKings? Dylon had a good week. I did not. Tex, I don't think you did.
Nope.
Coach P, did you? You were quiet. Usually when you're quiet, that means you're playing well.
Yeah. But no.
Oh, he won the Millie.
Yeah.
Edge, did you win the Millie?
No.
No. Okay. So we build DraftKings lineups, we play them, we stink it up, and then we complain about it on this show, among other things. We are at the Wyndham Championship this week. We had the Hall of Fame game. That was fun. I got a bunch of notes from that. Lucas Glover, who's been the hottest dude in golf for like 2 months, gets the win and vaults all the way up to number 49 in the FedEx. And so he will be in the playoffs. College football.
Yes, he did.
If you listen, yeah. The college football is in shambles.
Hey, where did he go to school? Where did he go? Where did he play at college?
Lucas Glover?
Clemson from
Yeah.
Greenville, South Carolina. Everybody knows that.
Oh,
In your face, Eric.
no
Not
better
Texas.
time than now.
Coming with the stats and the facts
Jeez.
off the bat.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
He was loaded with that one. Yeah, so college football, if you listen to the media, they will tell you that it's in shambles.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
This also gave a huge shout out for his daughter running out in a Clemson shirt at the end, too.
Oh.
Hey, I got something for you here in a few minutes, buddy. Don't you worry.
I got something for you, too. Don't
hold
you worry.
tight.
Don't you worry.
We had the World Cup. The World Cup. We'll get to that. We have notes and stuff on that. Circus chat. That was fun. Everybody, thank you for tuning in on Thursday night, our first circus chat during football season. We're still figuring out how to work it, but it's still pretty fun. And then Hall of Fame bets, we'll be getting some stuff out about them once football comes around, about some parlays. Shout out to them. National Root Beer Float Day. Frank J. Wisner of Cripple Creek, Colorado, gets the credit for inventing the Black Cow, which is what the root beer float was called way back in August of 1893. So how many years is that? 100, 130? 130 years ago. How about that? Yeah. Staring out his window one night, full moon night shined, and on the snow-capped Cow Mountain, and it reminded him of a scoop of vanilla ice cream. He hurried back to his bar and scooped a spoonful of ice cream into the children's favorite flavor of soda, the Myers Avenue Red Root Beer. Boom. So, question is, are we a root beer podcast or are we a cream soda podcast?
Cream soda.
All day.
Cheer wine.
Well, yes, of course, cheer wine is without question. I
was thinking cold beer.
Have you put ice cream in your beer?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you put peanuts in your Coca-Cola or Pepsi Cola?
No, but I have heard about that.
Yeah.
And the glass bottles only. Glass bottles only.
I used to talk so much trash to my uncle because he had RC colas back in the day, and he would put peanuts in them on like a road trip or something. I'm like, what would you do that for? And he's like, just try it. He's like, if you're hungry or thirsty, you get both of them at the same time.
Does it break it down and so you're getting little chunks of peanut butter?
No, it doesn't break it down. You still got to chew it, but I mean it does give like the soda a lot saltier taste and makes it pretty good, you know.
Well, you're a big boiled peanut guy anyways. You like peanuts.
I am, yes. I am.
All right, so we settled that. Cream soda. Because I know Dylan went cheer wine, but that wasn't an option, dude.
So I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't have any of it. So I'm just trying to give 2 cents for
There you go, Butch. I see you, dog.
Dude.
Hey, open it and drink it.
How dare you? Don't do that.
Hey, the root beer is 130 years old. That's almost as old as the Pac-12 or the Pac-4.
It's funny that it's the 1981 championship too, because that's also the same year that Tex tried to they contended it or something, saying that they won the national championship and they didn't.
That was the Perry Tuttle years.
Hey, and you're welcome, Perry Tuttle, North Davidson.
North Davidson.
Perry. That's right. Okay, on the show today, Salute Your Sports, Water Cooler Debate, DFS Seggy, how dare you, other relevant sports news, Intersquad Dad-Kings Jamboree results. We're going to have to hit the lag switch on that one quite a bit. Football is back. Jim Irsay's flying whales across the country for some reason. ESPN 8, the Ocho, had the Savannah Bananas, the Microsoft Excel Championships, and Omega Ball, which I got something for that. Omega Ball was wild. It's a circular soccer field, 3 goals, and 3 teams playing at the exact same time. It was ridiculous, dude.
Tex, were you in the Excel championship?
No.
You were like a computer guru. We know
those
AK
guys,
wasn't.
I'm sure those guys could do stuff that I couldn't even understand.
AK was trying. AK, I got one question though. How do you, of all people, have 6 TVs for football, but you only got 1 computer monitor? I don't understand it.
Hey, not anymore. I got 2.
Okay,
I know
it
keeps frying my computer. Well, that's because I'm not a big technology guy.
But you have 6 TVs for football.
I'm a football guy. That's football stuff, not technology, Edge. That's football.
So y'all are talking about the Excel spreadsheet championship. Did any of y'all read the rules, how that works?
Mm-mm.
You had to find out who could drag down to the bottom the fastest.
Yeah, essentially.
I'm
So what I
kidding.
was reading about it, it was they give you some type of program that they want you to run from a huge data set, and whoever can do it the fastest.
And
Lag
lag
switch.
switch.
Oh,
Lag switching me.
We pledge allegiance to the lag.
All right, but yeah, so they just give you a solution they want you to find, and the fastest one with the most Excel tip tricks wins.
Can you use a calculator?
could you look it up on YouTube?
Could you ask Chat GPT?
You probably could ask ChatGPT that.
There you go. Urban Meyer. We had an MLB fight. I don't know if y'all saw that, but that was electric.
That was
Again,
pretty nice. Yeah.
Women's National. I got gotten bad, and I'll explain that later on a YouTube video, on a YouTube short. I got pretty good. Was edged. You're not going to be here to hear it, but I was like, whoa, this Tommy, what's his name? Tommy Trumpets plays the walkout song for the closer for the Mets. Beep, 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 beep. And I was like, that is awesome. And then I looked at it. It was 11 months ago.
Oh,
So that's, I was like, I'm going to talk about this on the show. And I was like,
you just found out. That's perfect.
we're 1 year too late.
That's a big.
It's probably because you're too busy retweeting everything. You didn't notice
Exactly. Dude, I'm so far behind on how social media works, yet I'm the social media. Oh man. And Costco is making golf clubs now.
I like that. You know their balls are the hottest on the market. The Kirkland balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think Chris?
That's like the every man's Titleist Pro V1 Extra Ultra, whatever
Yeah.
They outperform those.
Hey, the top flight extra ultras.
Yep.
Yes, everybody has some of those in their bag. You think Chris Kirk is sponsored by them? If not, he should be.
He should be.
He should be. Okay, there you go. So there's your Costco golf news. You didn't think you'd get that anywhere else. Salute your sports. That's what we're about to do now. But first, before we do that, I want to dive right into this this note I have on the document of the top 10 most loyal fan bases. I have a picture of it right here. I want Edge to answer some questions for me about this. Oh, where's it at? I got to find it. Hold on. Everybody talk amongst yourselves. Here we go. And it goes by conference. This is from Big Game Boomer, one of my favorite accounts. I want to go straight to the ACC most loyal fan bases. We're going to start at number 1. Virginia Tech.
It's already full of crap.
Okay.
Well, they have to be pretty loyal, first of all, because they're terrible. So I can.
Interesting.
Okay.
Number 2 is North Carolina State. That's weird.
No, that makes sense because if you know any NC State fans, you know that they are diehard. Delusional fans. Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. They're diehard delusional fans. It's like every year, it's like our year. This will be our year, especially in basketball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep going. What else you got? Number 3.
Number 3 is Syracuse.
This thing is rigged already.
Wow, dude. Top 5. Is Clemson going to make the college football playoff of the loyal fan bases of the ACC? And they sneak in there at number 4. So I want you to put you on the spot here with all your Clemson paws. Why is Clemson down there at number 4, barely in the playoff of most loyal fan bases?
Well, obviously, this Jimmy that you get your news source from is probably related to Bear off of ESPN, and they just throw darts in a dark room. Doesn't know anything about sports. I can tell you that right now.
These are the facts. I'm just reading off a list here. I didn't make this list. I could show it to you right here.
First of all, I think you said last time it's not facts. It's just stats. That's all that is. That is not by no means true.
I mean,
facts.
He's got us there. He's got us there.
Just above Pitt and Louisville. That's middle of the road ACC loyal fan. That's because
I'll give you Virginia Tech because they've been terrible for years and they still rock that stadium. That is pretty electric to hear Sandman come out.
Best intro in sport, yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, it's not the best, Eric. I did not say that. I said it's legit. You run down the hill and that's the best 25 seconds in college football right there. But
if you have to take a bus to get around the stadium to then run down the hill, I think that's way too much.
Tex, let me tell you this. So there's plenty of times, and actually my season tickets this year is like second row from the lights.
Okay.
When those buses are driving around the stadium, the entire stadium is shaking. Like it is crazy. And then all of a sudden you see them, they're jacked up right there at the entrance, right about Howard's Rock. everybody is just going nuts, and then all of a sudden,
DJ Ukulele runs out
cannon
there.
goes off. You see Dabo running a 5.2 sprint down the hill. Oh my gosh, dude, it is electric. It gives me chill bumps just thinking about
To
it.
see Dabo,
A 5-2
to see Dabo.
sprint.
and then DJ Ukulele runs out there and throws a pass, and it goes dead silent.
Thank God he's gone.
Hey, you guys want to hear any other ones?
Were the
Big
Cameron
12.
Crazies on there?
Big 12.
Texas isn't even on the list of the Big 12.
Obviously, yes.
Not even in the top 10. It was West
They're not
Virginia that's
loyal.
most loyal.
Really?
Yes.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense because y'all a bunch of losers.
all they got.
That's why.
You know how this list is bogus? Number 1 in the SEC is Texas A&M, and Alabama's not even on the list.
Oh, so now you're admitting it is bogus?
Oh, for the SEC, not for the ACC.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. Sunbelt, Marshall.
That also makes sense.
Sunbelt is Marshall, and then App State. That's baloney. This list is trash.
See,
Get
told
it
you.
together. We'll make our own list. It's just going to be App State and Clemson.
Nope, Clemson won't be on it unless it's purple.
All right. I had to do that. Another question I wanted to say, Edge.
Yes.
How do you feel about not having to watch Clemson in the college football playoff? Or did you want them to expand it right now?
Dude, I don't know. Like I'm kind of with Butch on this, but then at the same time, I really don't, because if you can't compete in the year and you're not good enough, like, don't throw out the safety net like Tex will sit there and like everybody should get a participation trophy, you know? Like I'm really torn on it though, but because everybody's strength of schedule this year, including Clemson's, is garbage. I mean, everybody is not playing all these I mean, everybody's paying to play right now, honestly. You're paying a boatload of money to get wins right now just to get W's and hope to go to nationals. You know,
what's the point of playing anybody?
I agree. Yeah, I mean,
they're like,
trust me, I am a diehard Clemson fan, obviously, but our schedule this year, I first saw it, I was kind of embarrassed. I was like, all right, it's not going to be much shit talking this year other than the Tex, you know?
They're like, oh, this conference realignment's ruining football. It's like, no, the fact that the playoff is 4 teams and it's going back to that. Yep. I'll get to that in a minute. That's what's screwing.
I even think though, like, well, we're probably going to get this later in your doc, but with everybody trying to rush and jump to the SEC, like it's not going to make anything any better. But I'll wait till you get further down there. And we'll talk about it.
All right, Hall of Fame game notes. First up, Darrelle Revis. What happened? I called him Barrel
dumpling Buddha body.
Yeah, but
I called him Barrel Revis.
Hey, I feel for him though, because when I got out of the military, the first thing I said, I will never run again. And I think that's what he said when he quit playing.
Yeah. Dude,
he said, I am done running.
Everybody's like, what happened? And then immediately everybody's like, yep, he's one of us. He is one of us. Cheers to that guy. The national
island, and he just kicked back and stayed there.
Dude, all-inclusive island. This is what it is.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg and Andy Samberg, Corona.
The national anthem, DeMarcus Lawrence. Now, before anybody rips him, did you see why he?
Don't rip it though. Good for him.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Do you know why he did that? Him and Demaryius Thomas used to sing the national anthem before the game.
Hey,
together.
I like it. Though.
Wait, who'd you say?
DeMarcus Lawrence?
No, where?
DeMarcus Ware. Sorry. Sorry. Good call. Whoops.
Throw a curveball on me. But yes.
Yeah, but you stay back in your stance. Do you let it get late in the zone?
I can't remember the guy's name. Well, who was their defensive coach over there at the Bills?
I stood up on the line.
I can't remember his name, but whoever their defensive coach was at the Bills, they were interviewing him, saying, hey, what do you think about him going to finally getting the Hall of Fame? He's like, I'm just glad he's singing the national anthem. And apparently the coach went through the first pitch for the Colorado Rockies game, and they sent him a letter saying, congratulations on singing the national anthem. Like, oh, you got that backwards, buddy.
Oh, man. Zach Wilson, deep ball. That got people excited. And then Dorian, was it Thompson Robinson, DTR? That dude went off. I mean, he went off. I got the stats right here. He looked really good. I don't know. It was pretty exciting to watch. I'm not sure if you guys watched it or not, but yeah, we were texting during the game, but we went off before all that happened. But I'll get to the stats later. I can't find it. I don't know. I took a picture of it, but there it is. 8 of 11 passing, 82 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 38 rushing yards, 2 TD drives, 1 was 93. Hey, they got themselves a dude there. Joe Thomas. I don't. It's weird seeing offensive linemen that retire.
Yeah, but he played for so many bad teams. You look back, and I remember him on Madden being great. But you look back at all the teams he played for, and they were always terrible. Always terrible. So
yes.
Just goes to show kind of player he was.
He has the most consecutive snaps played. It's crazy. Aaron Rodgers, the old media parade was on for him, and then the darkness joke when he had a darkness retreat in the middle of the game. So, and the weirdest thing that happened on that night was when they interviewed Zach Thomas, and the reporter was trying to get Zach Thomas to cry so hard. And then after she finished talking, like Zach Thomas is sitting there smiling into the camera, and the camera just keeps zooming into his face all the way to where you could see the pores on his nose, waiting for him to shed a tear. It was so awkward.
Struggling for ratings right now is what they were doing.
Yeah, it was. She's like, "How does this make you feel?" And he's like, "Well, I just, I love playing football. That was,
he's a football guy."
Yeah, Zach Thomas answers you could get.
Could you imagine if we did that to text right now, like zoom in and just sit there and like get deep in his emotions, dude? He would send us for a roller coaster.
Absolutely.
I wish I could zoom in on people's faces just randomly on this. If I could figure that, I'm not technologically smart enough for that. Okay,
spinning hair.
Let's salute some sports, shall we? Edge, you are the guest. If you want, you can go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. So I got probably a way different salute sports than y'all got. How about the CrossFit games? Dude, holy cow, like for years it's always been dominated by, a men's division and a woman's division who's constantly been back-to-back, champions. This year, nobody could guess who was going to win, and everybody who thought there was going to be a winner just did absolutely terrible. And I don't know. I mean, I watched just so I could sit there and say, yeah, one day I'm going to be in that nice of a shape, and here I am, 15 years later.
Daryl Revis.
I'm not doing that anymore. I can tell you that. My shoulder will fall out doing those overhead snatches.
Dude. Some of that stuff is crazy.
But yeah, it is very intense, and I mean it's come a long way since back in the day when they're out in California. So that's my salute.
CrossFit, salute it.
Yeah, sweet. Somebody's got to be the king of exercising.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Tex, let's go.
Carly was right, man. The U.S. Women's National Team was just happy to be there. They were just excited to win that, tie 2 games and win 1. And they were just happy to be there, man. Happy to make it through the round of 16, and hopefully in 3-4 years they'll be happy to win it again.
Did you see they lost? By the way, they lost in the round of 16.
Yeah.
5-4 in PKs. Megan Rapinoe with a shank.
Absolutely.
Hey,
big time players show up in big time situations.
And the PK, the goalie, so our keeper on the 5th PK for Sweden, stopped the shot, but the momentum of the ball carried it over the goal line just enough, and she hit it again, and they had to go and review it. So that was unreal. And then it was the earliest exit in U.S. women's history.
That's tough, though. That's tough. It's tough. I hate it. I hate seeing them lose like that, but
I do too.
You could see that they were just happy to be there.
Yep. Scoreless for 210 minutes. They didn't score a goal for almost 2.5 games. You can't win games like that.
Smelling themselves too much.
Well, no.
The object of the game is to score goals.
Yep.
I don't know if they know that, but yep. All right. Dylon, what you got?
So with the Ocho, we had the mullet championships, world mullet championships. And they have different age groups, but this was the teenage winner. They call him the Hurricane Kang Grishsinger. I think that's how you say his last name. But in terms of overall votes, he got 130 points. I guess you cast your ballot online, then they have actual salon people that talk about the different skills and style that go into the mullet.
Yes.
So there is your number one winner. They now go into a round of 3. So him and 2 others are going for the championship. I think the winner gets $5,000, but I think almost all of the donations go to none other than Jared Allen's Wounded Warrior Housing Foundation. So
that's
the
why
king
you
of the
did
mullets is
That's why
giving
you
back. Oh yeah.
That is one
now,
heck
now,
of
now you're excited about some charity, Dylon.
Oh,
I just wanted to show the philanthropic side again, Tex, how much we love to give to others.
All right, I'm just.
There we go. The epic battle between Dylon and Tex. I love it. On the screen, for those of you who can't see, we got a picture of Carly Lloyd, what looks like an absolute iconic mullet, and then a picture of 2 T-shirts that represent college football. One the Pac-4, and the other one about Texas. Butch B, you want to go? Do what?
Great design.
Hey,
I'm gonna say that's one heck of a moulet right there.
Yeah.
That's an absolute beauty.
Is that the old racetrack in it too?
Dude, who knows?
No, I think
gotta
he's got
be.
like bird's
Dale
eyes or
Earnhardt 3 right
owl's
there.
eyes cut into the
It
side.
looks like.
So he's looking at you from all angles.
Butch, what's yours?
So I'm gonna salute Charlie Hoffman today, Albatross on number 15. They're I think they're more rare than the hole-in-one,
dude,
on tour or anytime. But yeah. So salute to Charlie Hoffman. That was a beauty of a shot right there,
Mr. Waste Management,
dude.
He always plays well there. Yeah, he's
coming in with the Albie.
You never know when to play that guy.
No.
Just
but I'm glad he came back for Citrus.
Yes, me too. All right, mine is. Let me salute college football for all you people watching who have been listening to the news. Don't listen to the jabronis who are saying this is ruining the game. This is ruining the game. The conference realignment. No, I'm excited about the Pac-4. That is electric. They're going to figure that out. But what they need to do is just do. You can see on the screen right now. We've got a picture in our support of the Pac-4. It says "I run with the Pac-4," and then it's got the state of Oregon with a beaver, California with a tree, Washington with a cougar, and then a golden bear or a bear on the state of California too. So we're all in on the Pac-4. We got a shirt, and also the state above Texas shirt is now available too. But it's not the whole point of this thing for them.
And
is
look,
conveniently
it's
so
the
that
Pac-4.
Yes. Is for them to rearrange the college football playoff, get back to the BCS. Okay. That is the whole point of this thing. Isn't it convenient that all of a sudden football's over, football's dead, and now there's articles and reports coming out that the commission, the committee, is now second guessing expanding the playoff. So what this all boils down to, this is Texas's fault. If they hadn't done the Longhorn Network,
imagine that, yeah.
None of this would have happened. That's why the state above Texas' shirt is on there. This all boils back to Texas. They got greedy. They thought they were bigger than the game. Now they're going. Texas is going to be poetic. Is not even going to get into the college football playoff this year. So there you go. Salute to college football. Don't give up on it. We're still going to watch every Saturday. People are acting like this is it. It's doomed. No, everybody's going to be tuning in. It's going to be the most watched thing during the fall. Get out of here. Okay. Now let's get to the water cooler debate segment. We'll put that question up here in a second. Anything else to add, Edge, on that?
Yeah, I got a list of stuff for football.
Okay. All right. Water cooler debate segment. Here we go. Everybody shh.
You serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot. Are you kidding me?
Water cooler debate, Tom Brady not available. We have to say that because that's what everybody says on Twitter. Such and such is not available. We just say Tom Brady every time. But first, the dad joke. Here we go. Do you know why mimosas are better in Paris at brunch? Because you get French toast.
Oh,
Come on.
You get a little toasty.
Oh man, I'm such an idiot.
Oh,
I love that. Okay, episode 51, water cooler debate champion, the GOAT back to school item. I wouldn't call this a mollywhopping. This is a victory. I would say this is a solid win. Solid win, not a mollywhopping. 53% of the vote goes to Tex for his new shoes. I was in second, which seems like the 40th time in a row. With Trapper Keeper, Butch P was in third with mechanical pencils for 13%. J-By in last with his
We're gonna hang the banner.
Hanging the banner right now.
hanging the banner.
Folks, he's reached back on his cabinet back there and hung another banner. And J-By with his
speaking of banners, what you got back there on 52 there?
That's episodes since we've won the Millie.
Oh, gosh.
52 episodes. Count. We never won it. It's just when we started the show.
Yeah, I know you didn't win anything.
I don't really ever. Next,
if they had a winner for the most second place, you'd be it for sure.
Yes, pretty much. Tex, you have anything to say for yourself?
Good luck to all those kids going back to school with their fresh kicks. That's all. Don't scuff them on the first.
You're not going to do any foundation for new kicks or anything. You're going to start anything?
No.
Call yourself Kicks Brooks. Is he from Texas? Kicks Brooks, the shoe. Yes.
What?
The what?
Brooks, the shoe.
Oh.
You can be, yes. Okay. Never mind.
Stream of consciousness right there.
Yes. Other polls. The Chris Streveler, the third string quarterback for the Jets. We put that up. And now his name is Streverlay.
I like it.
That
is awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
I put like 4 different names up there. Streved Up, Stairway to Strevin, Streverlay. So hopefully he sees it. In the Pac-4, we put up a poll. Who would win the Pac-4? The Beavs. The Beavs dominated that thing.
I would agree with that.
Yes,
43%. Stanford was in 24%. All right. Here we go. This episode's, dang it, I'm going back in time there. Water cooler debate question. What is the GOAT phrase in and during practice for a coach? Who would like the honors? We usually let our guests go first.
No,
Tex?
I'm going to defer to go last.
Okay, Edge is going to go last. Tex, you're currently coaching. Would you like to take?
Let's see what you got.
Ooh.
Do it right, do it light.
Ooh.
Do it wrong, do it long.
Ooh, I can't fit all that in the Twitter thing.
Do it right, do it light.
Just do it right.
You're going to have to leave that up. I'll get it in there. Don't worry.
Do it right, do it light.
Do it right the first time. Speaking of doing it right the first time, let me give you a little pause for a story real quick. So
do it.
Story time with Edgman.
Yeah. My wife has been yelling at me for a while now to fix our fence in our backyard that's been falling down. And I said, I don't have time for that crap. You know, like I go to work around 4 o'clock in the morning. I work till about 6 o'clock at night. You know, I said, I'll just hire somebody to do it. June 21st, I interviewed this guy and hired him. We signed a contract. Today, he tells me he's finished. And I walk around and give him a 3-page punch list of how terrible he is. And I said, and he's like, well, it's going to cost so much money to get this fixed. And I said, well, if you'd have did it right the first time, you wouldn't have spent any more money, would you?
That's the most edge thing I've ever seen. Because that's your, I can't fit all that in the Twitter. Oh, man. All right, Dylon, you want to go?
Create a link for everybody and have them just go to a new page.
Yeah, so for us, I guess it would be in baseball, since we were all in the outfield. And Butch, I'm sorry if I'm stealing it, but inside of our hats, we would all say and write the same thing. It was Wetsu for we eat that shit up.
Ooh.
Wetsu all day.
Let's go. Okay. I'm going to go next.
We coach ourselves out there.
Player coach. We're all LeBron James. All right. Here's mine. It's simple. Everything you got. Everything you got. Everything you got.
Take a lap.
That's it. You could have said take a lap. I mean, you could say whatever you want. What speaks out to you, Butch? Go ahead.
It's time.
I knew it.
He's going back in time. Gee. He's gonna win. He's gonna win with time again.
It's time, dude.
Two claps. It's time. It's time.
I was on the verge of literally texting Butch and just saying, "You got to come up with something.
No,
Time is not available. You got to come up with."
Oh my gosh! All right, Edge, what's yours?
All right. So this is going back to high school football days where I played both sides of the ball. So needless to say,
two-way player.
Yeah,
That's the two-way.
Yeah, go ahead and get that off your shoulder. But to say,
did you play though?
Oh yeah, both sides. Yeah. The only time I came off the field was kickoff and kickoff return, just so I can get a breather in your face.
You needed a breather? Wow.
Yeah. But my coach, who was probably 350 pounds, like would yell at me constantly because I'd put my hand on my knees, and he's like, "You can't get any air down there. Don't let your opponents know that you can't breathe." And I'm like, "Dude, you can't get any air of that gut if you bend over right now. Like, I'm gassed. Like, let me get a break here, man. Jeez." So I would say, come on the show,
Coach.
I dare you, Coach. But I would say, either however you fit that in Twitter, get your hand off your knees, or you can't get any air down there.
Stop blowing the game.
Don't let your opponents know you're tired. I'm like, dude, they haven't seen me come off the field yet. They know I'm tired.
They actually disproved that too in the research. By the way, that yes, you can. The whole thing was there's no good air down there. Like there's no, you have to stand up and open up your chest. When in reality, they did an actual research, and you actually get just as much, if not more, air if your hands are on your knees, because you can then use your secondary respiratory muscles to help lift your thoracic spine and expand your diaphragm when you're tired. So
are you just reading out of like some medical glossary?
Dude, I'll be honest with you. I want you to literally find that for me and send it, just like I said to my old coach, and be like, dude, you owe me a lot of laps for putting my hands on my knees. And
yes,
he came up with this whole. He had like he had me convinced. He's like, you bend over, your diaphragm won't be able to breathe as hard and suck in air. And I'm like, dude, it feels better right now. Just give me a break. You know?
The reason you're doing it is because your diaphragm is you can't. Your heart rate's so high, your diaphragm can't keep up with it. So you have to access accessory muscles. Like, I'm not even going to go through all of them, but it's actually
you pretty much
sternocleidomastoid, scalenes, pec minor,
you lost me at thoracic spine already. You know?
All right. That's the water cooler debate. I threw that up late, so whoops, sorry. But that's the question,
dude.
All right,
sick of it.
Yes, I forgot Coach Hines, dude. We got to put that on there. Yes, that was great. I'm glad we did that.
He had a great diagram of a person.
Yes, he did. Anatomy class.
Yeah.
Stick to your gut. Stick it to him. All right, Edge, this is your time. I don't know if you want to stay the whole time, but we're getting ready to get into some golf. But if you got a list of things you want to get off your.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I got to go back over here. I'm only working on one screen since I'm in my garage right now. So,
Hey, some other ones: take a lap on the hop. Don't walk on my field. Hey, no funny business. Show respect. All those things. That's what coaches say.
All right.
Be last.
I'll give you one guess. Give me one guess of who I am right now. Look alive! This is the MillyGOATS live show. Episode 52, National Root Beer Float Day. We're trying to win the Millie, did we? Each week, every single time, Kassoon glitches. He starts from the very freaking beginning, all the way. Like, Tex and J-Vi both were like, no, we got it. No, we already did this. I got to read it. And it took everything I had in my veins not to start typing on that doc, just to throw you off.
Dude, I would have read it too.
I know.
You got to throw them in subtle, because I'll get to it and I'll be like, oh, no, wait a minute. And I'll have to start all over.
Are we doing the how dare yous now, or what?
It's up to you. Yeah, you can do yours. You go ahead and do yours.
Actually, let's talk about college football first, because
go ahead.
because once I get into how dare yous, I'm about to drop the mic on text for sure. So,
Yes.
Here's my take on college football.
Wait, are you going to stay for a while? Or are you going to get off?
We'll see what we got,
All right.
but because it's already 10 and some people got to go to work in the morning.
Me too.
You're a
Me
plant
too.
manager. You don't go to work till like lunchtime and then say act like you've been there all morning. Like, I was just up in the office, riding my golf cart everywhere. All right. So college football, check this out. This is the problem. Everybody now is like trying to move towards the SEC, right?
All right. Thanks for coming on. Go ahead. Sorry.
We lost Edge. We
lost him.
The problem
Clemson
with
sucks.
you're dead. The problem with everybody trying to go to one conference to try to make this mega conference is they still don't play anybody within their conference. Like, you would either have to extend the season out longer because now you got the East, the West, the North, the South division in the SEC, or if it was just one power conference. Doesn't matter if you change it to the conference in order to get everybody a true test of time to play. And even now they don't play everybody in the conference. That's what drives me absolutely insane. Like, for example, this year Clemson, we're playing all these teams that we probably paid to play just to get the W, but yet we're not playing everybody in our conference or either in the other conference in the ACC. Let's play more in Atlantic Division, let's play more in the Coastal Division, and let's just see really who's the best in the ACC. And that's my take, because I don't care if you put 25 teams in one conference. It doesn't matter as long as you sit there and play everybody. But
that's all by design, though.
It's crappy, though. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but they're realigning these conferences to be like, oh, we need to get the best teams in. But they're behind the mic and the screens being like, if we put all these teams in there, then it's going to help every single one of us. It's like the fact that people are getting all bent out of shape. I'm like, you idiots, this is all by design. They want it to be all mucky so that you have no way to say who's the best in the conference. So then they can continue to put up their committees and their stupid little game control facts. So they get to decide who's in.
But that thing about Florida State, right? Well, yeah, trust
Florida
me.
State,
the computer model was garbage, and the actual board themselves is garbage. Like how they pick it, just you need to have a conference winner, and then go between all the conferences and start playing them off. Bam, you're done.
Yep.
But Florida State, for example, trying to leave the ACC, they want to leave the ACC just to make them relevant again, because you know what ACC stands for? Go ahead and tell them, Tex. Tell them. That's another Clemson championship. That's what it stands for. Look it up.
I can't hear real good.
Obviously, Tex, see if you hear this. Texas hasn't been relevant since Alamo. But honestly, that's the only thing. That's the only reason Florida State wants to leave and go somewhere else, is because they can't win their conference championship.
Oh, absolutely.
So they're like, "Oh, let's go try something else." Maybe we'll go join the Pac-4 now. Get out of here, dude.
Shout out to the Pac-4. Buy the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Make a damn cut.
Can y'all foresee the SEC breaking away from the NCAA with all these schools?
They're going to try. Yeah, I think if they convince more schools, they're definitely going to try to break away from the NCAA. But ultimately, what's going to happen is it's going to screw over every other team but football. Think about it, dude. This year, I married a softball player. Right, all we did was watch softball from the beginning of time until the very end.
Could he hit bombs?
No, she was a slapper, but
still is.
But
kidding.
Got it. But I think even if they do break away from the NCAA, that is an assload of money that they're going to lose from all these other sports, And then, Texas is going to be crying that they don't have any money for barrel racing and stuff for the rodeo because they're not affiliated with NCAA anymore.
Yeah, Texas trying to. Florida State's considering becoming the first school backed by a massive theocratic hedge fund, which is unprecedented and will change the sport forever. And that's whenever I said the Florida State Employees Credit Union.
Yeah.
But I agree. It's a joke.
I thought Texas A&M would have broke away and tried to be their own first with all the oil money they got.
Dude, it's a joke. It's all going back to the same thing. They want who they want in the playoff. They want the BCS back. They got all these committees in place. They want to keep them. They don't want it to be on the field. So they're like, oh no, conference is realigning. We can't expand the playoff. It's like, well, God forbid. Anyways. All right. Anything else?
No, let's kick it to How Dare You. Play the music.
Wait, that's at the end. We can do it right now if you want.
Oh, go ahead. I'll wait.
Dude, we got to get through golf. We got a lot of golf to get through before we get to How Dare You.
I'll probably mute my mic on this one. I don't have anything on golf. I made 2 lineups before playing with J-Va, and he smoked me. And I said, yep, this is never happening again. So,
all right, then. Let's get into this golf. We'll run through this fairly quickly. I mean, it is what it was. So let's talk about the Wyndham. Shirt's coming.
It is what it was. It was what it isn't. But now, it really is what it was.
It izzle what it whizzle. Whizzle what it izzle.
Dylon, King of North Carolina.
No. Oh, lag switch. All right. This is a fantasy DFS segment. This is where we break down our DFS performances. The guys, the golfers up your sleeve, 2 out of 4 this week. Not our best effort, boys. We've been hot. Still 29 out of 40 on the year. Frisbee golfers had some hits. But yeah, so the guys 2 for 4, 29 out of 40. That's 72.5%. Still hot throughout the season. Let's see what we do in the playoffs. It's when players play, boys. It's when players play. All right, let's go through and give our headlines. I will go first. No, I'm not reading that. You almost got me there.
I tried to get you. I thought
Dude, did you see me wind up? Did you see?
I almost had you.
Did you?
So
For those of you that don't know,
I changed this wording.
That's why I went, and then I paused. It says the biggest pig heart woozer, and I was like, wait a minute, what? I caught myself though. Hey, now I forgot the biggest. What did I even write? The biggest woozer. I did a showdown today. It was humming. Man, was it humming. Good lineup. Had Adam Scott. We'll get to that in a minute because I put my showdown lineup up there. But Brandon Wu went 2 or 3 over and just submarined my lineup. Anyways. All right. Dylon, go.
Almost got him.
The man of Strillman's kryptonite.
When keeping it Streel goes wrong.
Strelly let me down.
He did, dude. He cost you big time. Big time. He'd been playing well, too.
An excellent weekend.
Okay. All right there. Get your tea and crumpets out, folks. That was funny. I'm going to start changing yours. All right. Butch P, what's yours?
I had 99 problems and only one guy made a cut.
Way more than 5 words, but all right. It's time. Edge put on the dock. It's time. Oh, phenomenal. Okay.
It's time, yeah.
Fire Flames list. I wrote something down. I just had to. I was watching the Ocho. Kickball was on. Some dude that played in Rock Hill, South Carolina. It was kickball. Some dude had 704 on the back of his jersey. I thought that was incredible.
Repping.
Hey, area code. He went from having it on the hat to on the back of his jersey. I was like, I'm jealous of that. Okay.
Charlotte area code, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's from Rock Hill.
Rock Hill, South Carolina is close to Charlotte, Butch. Way to know your geography. It's like not knowing where Oklahoma is.
I know. I understand
or
that.
Connecticut or Rhode Island.
Area code
Yeah,
Massachusetts.
But it ain't in South Carolina. You're right, Butch. Yeah,
You get above Pennsylvania, and I have no idea
like
what's
an
what.
843 area code, wouldn't it?
yeah, or 803. Yeah.
803,
You get above Pennsylvania on the map, and I don't have a clue.
Oh, we know. We heard last show where you said, "What's that state?" I'm still waiting on the football team from Maine for you to shout out. Or was it? It was Connecticut or Rhode Island. You're like, where's it at?
He has to find it on the map.
Oh gosh.
He was over there Googling
Somebody-
Google Map real quick just so he could see it.
I'm about to screenshot a picture of the Google Maps and then just put it on the doc, so I now have reference of where all the states are. Okay, let's get to our best and worst. I'm going to throw up the best and worst lineups, but we still have to go over like what we kind of our guys, because we always do that. We go over the guys so that we can make sure that we're holding ourselves accountable. And
Guys,
then
golfers up your sleeve.
Golfers up your sleeve, and to make sure that we have to criticize ourselves when we lose. Which 2 out of 4 is not losing though.
We got to look ourselves in the mirror. You got to look yourselves in the mirror and say, "Hey, where did I go wrong this week so I can do better next week? What went wrong right now so we can be better
and look,
next time?"
Hand up right here. Me, I'm first. Justin Lauer, he was hot. +5, missed the cut. The won't miss the cut in a million years guy, missed the cut.
Missed the cut.
I'm like 500 on the year, but hey, I'm down there in 6,000 land. Okay, that's not bad. Butch P, JT Poston, not the finish you wanted, but tied for 7th, 12 under. The social studies course history guy. Tex, the Seymour Putts Greens Master, not bad for Mr. Burns. 10 under, tied for 14th. Java. Almost did it again. I forgot. He keeps changing the dog, folks. He played Bigley. No, he played Baddeley, who was 3 over and missed the cut. Dylon, did you have your?
Oh yeah, I sent it to you on the day of, so y'all didn't talk trash. Brendan Todd, who finished, I believe, 7th.
That's great.
Yeah.
Can't believe you made up that name while you're looking at the lineups on our live stream right here.
For you. We don't believe you. We don't believe you.
Yeah, we have no
the
proof.
tape. Check the tape. It's in the group chat.
All right, Billy Horsepower, great weekend. Glover jumps into 49th at the FedEx. JT, Dylon, you want me to go? Dude, what? I don't know if y'all saw what happened to him. Are you going to talk about JT and what happened at the end of his round?
You can talk about
that
now.
Oh, okay. JT on the 15th hole. What did he do? Did he eat? I can't remember what he did, but Jim Nance yells out, "Hello, Memphis." Then he bogeyed the next hole on 16. He was in the FedEx Cup. Yes. And then on 18, he drives it into the woods. It's a massive hook shot or hits a Bubba Watson-esque style.
Well, he would look like a ballerina.
I was gonna say it was a straight pirouette. Yeah.
At this point, I think he's in the cut. He's in the FedEx playoffs. So he hits that ridiculous shot on 18, and then almost holes it out from off the green for birdie to get into the FedEx, but he didn't, and he finished 71st in the FedEx Cup. All thanks to Ben Griffin. Bryson DeChambeau.
No, it really was Glover. Glover pushed him out.
Wow.
If Glover wouldn't had won, then I think Thomas would have had a shot of getting in, because Glover had to win.
He shot all the way up. He was like 103 or something before this tournament.
112th or even more so.
Yeah. But we have to shout out Bryson DeChambeau, who was just named to the Ryder Cup, apparently, by Zach Johnson.
Really?
He shot a 50. Yeah.
58.
Yeah, he shot a 58, which is pretty incredible. So
holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw his name up there on the live Greenbrier.
Yeah, dude. He was going off.
Sure
He made like a 20 or 30 footer for the birdie on 18 too. Liv is making noise, by the way. Those crowds out there are legit. So
literally, yeah.
So yeah, they are literally. Thank you. All right, let's go over the best and worst. You can see Tex. Let's get a rundown of yours.
And Aberg, Jaeger, who's been hot for weeks now. Ryder, and then Higo is an absolute dumpster fire. Best score, 488. Yep.
You went to Leftyville too, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You put your trust in lefties because they were hot. Because that dude threw a no-hitter. Mine, I'm gonna go counteract you with the Jaeger take. Adams, this was a showdown lineup that I did today. I went in I was like, you know what? This was a disastrous weekend. I did it with I did a single entry and a 3 max entry. Okay, because I was abysmal. I think in most of my lineups had like 2 or 3 dudes make the cut. It was pathetic. So I did a showdown lineup just because. Adam Scott, Bien Hung On. By the way, he was a Frisbee golfer. Svensson, and then Bram, who was less than 2% owned. And then Brandon, what's his name? B-Woo was awful. Jaeger was those 2 guys shot over par today, and that cost me probably a lot of money. So, but I did cash this lineup. So there you go. Dylon.
So I got had a really, really
Butch,
good
go.
weekend.
Lag switch.
For those of you that don't know, go watch the YouTube and you can see the dominance.
Dylon, what's yours? Go ahead. You had a good weekend.
I did, yeah. So my top lineup was 536.5. Yeah, but my top exposures all weekend were Strillman, who absolutely flunked me, Glover, Horschel, and Brendan Todd. So I had a very, very lucrative weekend as far as cash.
Yeah,
but yeah, Strillman kept me from hitting the comma mark. I wanted a comma.
That's right.
Hey, man, and you could have played Todd in that lineup right there, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to dump gasoline on the fire there, Butch. Hey, that could have been really good if you didn't screw it up. What an
I
idiot.
played another lineup with Todd and Strillman and Horschel and didn't play Glover.
Wow, dude. You kept it Streel and it went wrong. You were Streeling. Hey, Streeling Eat Outfitters.
Streel Eat, yeah.
Come on. All right, Butch, what was yours?
Oh, El Terrible.
El Terrible. I just see that you have Henley there.
Yeah, that's about the only guy I played that was worth a damn. The Denny McCarthy.
Shout out Beavers, Pac 4 champs.
Hey, scumbag. Yeah, so Henley 280. I had 280. I still beat J-Vi with 3 golfers. I had 1.
Shout out J-Vi. Dude, yeah. Denny McCarthy was most of the tournaments I was in, he was almost 50%. He was hot. He was a hot little potato, as Tex would say. That was bad. So
Alex Smalley, garbage. Hadwin, garbage.
Ugh.
My body is telling me no, and I didn't played him. And then Garrett Kigo, yeah. So,
gosh, Butch, you remember that time whenever we were talking about all the top 5 golfers in the standings? And we didn't play any of them. After the show on what was it, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We went down and we were like, man, we like these dudes. We didn't play any of them. So
didn't play any of them.
Hey, but guess what? Playoffs start. This was week 17. We were resting our starters. Football. We're going back to football. All right, quickly, let's go through the scumbags and stud bags unless anybody has anything else to say. Scumbags, 30 and below on DraftKings. You score 30 points, you're on this list. Sectioned into 3 categories, 8,500 and above, 7,500 to 8,500, 7,400 and below. So the scumbags of the 8,500 club, Hideki Matsuyama, 22.5. Way to go, pal. Denny, we just talked about him, 36. Rye, 28.5. Yeah, he was Look at that ownership. Denny, 45. Yeah. Jeez. Studs from that. Henley and Poston, both over 100 points. So there you go. 7,500 for the scumbags to 8,500. These guys scored 30 and below. The Hoss, Bo Hostler. Kirk, shout out Costco. Smalley, Bush just said that. Hadwin, Bush just said that. Body, Bush just said that. Holy shit, Bush played a whole lineup of scumbags.
Not advice.
Pendrith, exactly. Pendrith, and then, gosh, our guy, Hubbard. Come on, man. Come on the show, actually. Come on, man. Come on the show. Studs, Benny on. These guys scored 100 above. Benny on, Billy Horschel, Glover. So that was a lucrative little. If you paired those three, good for you. 7,400 and below. Streelman, Silla, Higo, Griffin, Eckroat, you, Defoe, Lauer, Badley. You're all scumbags. Actually, Lauer's awesome. He had a really good year. So, and then studs. How in the world did they price Webb Simpson here and me not play him? 105 points. Charlie Hoffman, Mike Kim. That's usually a Tex stand there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Robert Streb. And if you look at Robert Streb's name right here, he didn't have an ownership percentage. Nobody played him.
Wow.
Nobody played him at 6,100. And I bet you if you look back at his last few tournaments, he's actually had a pretty good little run.
So I think he has only made the cut like 4 or 5 total times.
You're probably right.
I'll look it up and let you know after you guys go through the lineup winner.
This
Don't
is from the 40.
He's a stats guy.
I'm not questioning anybody on stats or facts. That's not my forte.
I'm gonna look it up. Just we have facts.
Now, are you looking up the? Okay, it's fact.
0.02%.
Oh, there you go.
Finishes is facts.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, congrats to all us then.
I think you should write that under a whiteboard.
Yeah, finishes is facts.
Finishing is facts.
Yeah.
This is from the 40,000 40,000 Albatross single entry. Wow, I put SA. I don't know why. It's supposed to be SE for single entry. SA note because it was playing with my heart. 630 and a half. Top prize was $4,000. This one had JT Poston, Russell Henley, Benny On, Billy Horschel, Webb Simpson, Chesson Hadley. There you go. Wow, look at the ownership there. Everybody see that? Webb was. Why did I not play Webb Simpson, guys? Where were we at? He loves this course. He always plays well here. Anybody got anything to add on that?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. That's just
I
weird.
played Webb.
You guys ready for Streb's last 5 tournaments?
Let's hear it.
Rocket Mortgage Classic, T56. John Deere Classic, T42. Barbasol Championship, cut.
Oh.
The Barracuda. It says T39, but he finished plus 27.
Okay. The Barracuda is a stable for that's points.
Okay, yeah. And then 3M Open, cut. So he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he's got three of 5 made cuts.
And then before that, Canadian Open, cut. Travelers Championship, cut. AT&T Byron Nelson, T67. Wells Fargo Championship, cut.
All right.
So once again, Dylon was right.
Yeah.
He made only 3 or 4 cuts.
I said recently. I didn't say the whole year. I said recently, 3 of 5. That's 3 of 5 is good. Look, that's the guy I'm looking at if I'm the won't miss the cut in a million years guy. I'll tell you that right now. You make 3 out of 5 cuts. Your boy's got the magnifying glass out. The boy's doing you're whatever. You know what I mean.
The boy.
The boy. No, this is not Bussing with the Boys where they steal everybody's ideas and then pass them off as their own.
Hot take.
There you go. All right, so St. Jude next week, TPC Southwind, Memphis.
Come on the show.
Yeah, come on the show, Bussing with the Boys. We'll run circles around you. Memphis, Tennessee, Beale Street, the playoffs. Anybody got anything? Playoffs. John Rahm currently number 1 in the FedEx Cup, I believe. So Eckroat barely missed. Was it Ben Griffin that snuck in? Yeah. And who's the other guy at the bottom there? Dylon. Who was it? Stats guy.
No, yeah, Ben Griffin's dead last, so he's number 70.
Yes. Okay.
Are they having the live guys come over to the FedEx Cup too, or no?
No.
Nope.
God, what a waste of time.
JJ Spawn, that was another one.
Yeah, JJ
Hostler
Spawn
got in? Wow. Sam
Right.
Stevens, good for you, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
So your
there
notables that missed were Adam Scott, Justin Thomas, barely 71, 72. Ben Taylor, he dropped out. Eckroat dropped out.
Yep.
And then like Gary Woodland, he wasn't even close, but they posted his name on CBS today.
Okay.
Shane Lowry, Lowry was the other one I was trying to think of that missed.
Eek. He just completely collapsed down the stretch, by the way. So, I didn't even tell. We'll get to that. That might be part of my how dare you. All right, let's do it. Edge stuck around. Here we go.
Stuck around. Let's do it.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
How dare you?
That's actually a good little video clip. I never actually saw that before.
Yes,
that's pretty good.
It's hilarious. One of the guys, Armchair Athletics, they made that for us. Pretty
That's
cool.
legit.
Yeah, they made the water cooler debate too. So, Really Neat Outfitters. That's where you can get those sweet shirts that were on the first slide. That's where you can get this sweet hat. We are cooking. We are cooking Guy Fieri style up at Really Neat Outfitters.
No, dude. Guy Fieri just eats. We're cooking Emeril Lagasse style.
I told you though, you need to get more defensive-minded stuff. Like,
dude, yes,
run the damn ball. I like it a lot, right? Like you started a trend on that. I'll give you props. But dude, how about break somebody's face mask or punish them or something? Hey, defense, let's go.
Yeah.
Defense wins championship.
Here's what we need to just put on a hat: Oscar Mike Blitz.
Yes, I can make that happen tonight.
We have 4 defensive guys now.
It was
That's what I'm saying.
Bear Mike Blitz. Bear Mike Blitz.
J-Bot left me out to dry. Hey, rally to the ball. Rally to the damn ball.
Yeah.
J-Bot was actually playing offense.
Here we go.
Literally.
A hat that says "hat on a hat."
No.
That's too much.
That's special teams, I think. 'Cause that was a kickoff. That was a kickoff drill.
Put a hat on a hat. Yeah, it's basically cover somebody though.
Dude, how about this? Yeah, we put on the hat that T-shirt design, "State above Texas" drill.
There you go. Yeah.
You should have the bags laid out.
Could you?
Yes.
Type out like Jimmy and put it on a hat.
I could put anything we want on a hat. Really Neat Outfitters. That's what they do. Promo code GOATS, spend $60.
He's got
get free shipping. 10% off order at checkout. Really Neat Outfitters. Our passions, our family, salty air and smiles, coastal flair and Carolina roots make our designs as original as every single design we're coming up with right now for defense. That's a good point. Edge texted me that the other day. He was like, "Where's all the defensive stuff? It's run the damn ball, throw the damn ball." He's like, "Where's the defense?"
Yep.
Hey, that's a niche right there. That's for us, and we're about to put out a defensive-minded hat collection. Okay, I think that's going to hit. That's going to be good. And we're coming up with new "Make the Damn Cut" logo is currently in the works after model like 67.
Shout out.
Shout out. Yes,
needs to be a goat. No.
Yes. Getting close though. We're getting there. All right. How dare yous?
I don't know. Go text. I'm gonna wait a while. I waited this long. I'm gonna wait.
Oh, let me put up the slide. I have a slide. We have a slide, folks.
You didn't tell me nothing about this slide. First of all, what's like?
We're coming at you with 7 different shades of smoke.
Dude, we have evolved. We figured out how to share a screen. Well, yes,
I'm gonna tell you what. This is my first podcast ever. This is a lot of work y'all guys do. I'll give you props for that. Like, I'm over here sweating like crazy in this garage right now.
What is this picture?
Yes.
That's text right there, dude.
Dude,
you got a freaking Watusi cow.
Folks, the How Dare You slide is up. It's a box of unlabeled K-Cups, Peter Griffin drinking a beer, a slide that says Mission and Vision puzzle pieces, and then it's some monstrosity. I thought it was a Longhorn. That's not a Longhorn?
It is a Longhorn, but all right.
Yeah, there we go. Anyways, who wants to go first? How dare you?
Go text, send it.
Joe Klatt did an interview full of underhanded compliments. So my how dare you is to him and the one it's like the On 3 or 1. I don't know how you say it. I guess 1, some sort of publication where he's like, "Oh yeah, Texas making it to the CFP would be huge for the sport. Texas is the most underachieving roster in college football. You know what? How dare you? Because then he goes into this thing about how I talked with Quinn, and he's really got a sense of urgency, and he cut his mullet, and it wasn't necessarily grown up. It didn't look good, and he's got a sense of urgency about him, and he was talking about the season, and da 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 da. But Quinn came out and said, "I've got a mission to accomplish," which I like. He's on a mission. But how dare you goes out to Joe Klatt and his analysis of Texas with the underhanded compliments. How dare you, Joe Klatt?
Don't Klatt me. Don't Klatt me.
Defend yourself.
Come on the show. Yeah, defend yourself, dude. Whenever you said I have a mission, I just typed in mission and then grabbed a photo. I should have. What I should have done is Armageddon, Bruce Willis. That would have been.
That'd have been it right there. Mission to save the earth.
Hey, what about Braveheart, Bruce Willis?
That's Mel Gibson. It's Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. Oh yeah, that's Mel Gibson.
We did this last time.
I think I switched to the last time. The movie you were talking about, Dylon. What was it?
The wrong, Die Hard, the wrong Christmas movie there. Yeah. You got Mel Gibson in The Passion, and then you got Die Hard, two of the greatest Christmas movies.
Wait a minute, The Passion's an Easter movie.
The beginning of his life.
There he goes. Hey, Texas up 2-0 right now. Texas up 2-0 this episode, Dylon. Flag switch.
He already changed his name from back to Dylon, or no, it's still North Carolina King. Okay, let's check this.
All right.
How dare 1.5 points.
Let's go to Dylon. Speaking of Dylon,
really
there's a picture of Peter Griffin.
Yeah. No. And this is what grinds my gears. When the guy that makes the number 70 spot of the FedEx Cup doesn't even make the cut in the final tournament, and now has created the controversy of Justin Thomas getting selected for the Ryder Cup and not even making the playoffs. So how dare you, Ben Griffin, for making this controversy happen?
Yes, that's like not winning your conference championship and getting into the football college playoff.
Exactly.
In lots of ways, he's earned it. JT's earned it. He's earned it. But in also other ways, he's not playing his best golf right now.
Can I explain why I put this picture up? Because it was.
Who else has earned it? Tiger Woods, and we're not saying anything about letting him.
Good point.
How has he earned it?
How has he earned it?
14 majors.
He's the greatest player ever. Are you not a Tiger guy? I've known you for 30 years.
I'm just saying.
You're not a Tiger
guy? This year. I'm talking about this year purely.
Edge is the biggest Tiger fan. That's why he's got all that Clemson stuff on. He started with Tiger.
Well,
he didn't start.
Argument was JT should get it based on what he's done before. This year, he's not even in the top.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm half and half. I'm like half.
Are we talking about the college football playoff or golf?
Oh,
doing like based off of what they did in the past, they should get a spot.
There we go. Yep.
Okay.
Hashtag Alabama, not Clemson. Don't come here with that.
I'm half saying he's earned it, but I'm also half saying he's not playing his best golf. So does he deserve to be in? I don't know.
But he did play his best golf of the year this tournament.
Okay.
He's hot.
He's hot right now. Okay.
Now Edge was saying
Lucas Glover, and he's not going to get a spot.
He should.
Justin Thomas will.
And lag.
Oh God, dude! I'm out here in the garage. You're in Atlanta. You don't have better internet than that. I mean, come on, let's go.
Hey, this just in. Dylon's a Georgia Bulldog fan. How's that make you feel, Edge?
Oh God. Jesus.
Oh, the reason I put Peter Griffin on there is because his name was Griffin. And then I saw the picture. I was like, let me go Peter Griffin. And then I was like, oh, it's Peter Griffin. He's been drinking. So Ben Griffin. Boom. Okay. Here's my how dare you. My how dare you.
When y'all connect things, dude.
My how dare you is to this empty box of K-Cups you see on your screen right now. Or this K-Cup unmarked box. Because I was trying to break down these coffee K-Cup boxes to put into the recycling. And they have made those things almost impossible to just, on a normal box, like you buy a 12-pack of beer, break one end off, folds over. These things have like 16 different corners that you have to it doesn't just fold over nicely. You have to like solve a Rubik's Cube to get this thing before you stomp on the ground and just disintegrate it into a million
So you're not
pieces.
an athlete, is what you're saying.
It's just like, why can you not just, I mean, it's a box, it's a square, 4 corners. Can you not just pull 2 leaves and then boom, it folds over? Like, what are we
It could be
doing
a
here?
rectangle. I think most K-Cup
I mean,
boxes are
nobody,
rectangles.
everybody has a coffee K-Cup holder. You don't have to make the little lid on the top to pull open. Nobody cares. Just make it a box. You dump them out, put them in your coffee K-Cup holder, and then move on with your life. Break it down. Don't waste my time trying to figure out why I can't get this freaking thing to break down like a normal box. How dare you?
I like it.
Every single.
Right now.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That, you know what really? Hey, that might grind your gears. This grounded my gears.
What coffee do you drink, first of all?
Dude, we drink all kinds of stuff. I get whatever's on sale. Yeah, okay. I just whatever, dude. I put oat milk in it too. How about that, Edge? Does that grind your gears?
That grinds my gears.
I mean, I drink it black, but it is what it is. So.
All right, Butch, you have a how dare you?
Yeah, I'm gonna how dare you, Megan Rapinoe for shanking it.
Oh, put her on blast, dude.
Dude,
she
how about
was
on
the parade?
Yeah,
4 years ago, beating her chest and stuff, and comes out there and shanks it.
They were dancing. That was her last match.
So she's done.
What a way to go out.
What about what's the hot chick's name?
Morgan.
Alex Morgan, yeah. Is she retiring now or what?
I should probably be back for another one.
Oh yeah, she probably will be.
They pretty much went downhill once Hope Solo lost or left.
Oh yeah, very true. Even though that goalie made it incredible, dude. I hope they get the criticism they deserve.
Didn't Hope Solo marry some football player?
Ertz, Julie Ertz.
Yeah, Julie Ertz. Yeah.
And then J.J. Watt's wife played soccer, I think. But I hope they get the criticism they deserve. It's like, hey, you want to? Hey, we're not getting enough spotlight. We're not getting paid enough. And then, okay, you're paid. You're getting the spotlight on the world stage, and you poop the bed. Here it comes. Don't shame away from it. Don't hide from it. I hope they get it all. You know what? Because that's what I would do if it was any other football team I pulled for. I'd be like, y'all stink. This is a disgrace. All I want to see is highlight videos of you guys working out all off season to Fort Minor in the background. Montage.
Is that what you say to your 49ers group? Since for years they've been terrible.
No, they're not terrible. They just let you down in horrific fashion. To the point where your phone dies because you have so many phone calls whenever they lose the NFC Championship every year.
So how is that different from not being terrible?
Yeah, same point. Thank you, Butch.
Look, Butch, you can't come in here a Cowboys fan and talk to anybody.
Yeah. How dare you come in here as a Cowboys fan?
Oh, that was another how dare you. How dare you to Reddit College Football for blocking us on Twitter, you cowards.
What did you say to get blocked?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. I literally made a bunch of jokes about they were saying Florida State is about to be bought off, and I said Florida State Executive or State Credit Union, State Employees Credit Union, and then I made a bracket of the Pac-4 college football playoff, and then we got blocked.
You got canceled, man.
The posts we had like over combined almost 1,000 likes.
They probably tried to find your tweet about it, and they had to scroll through 52,000 tweets, and they're like, dude, this is canceled.
Well, no, I don't know why they blocked us. I have no idea. None. But obviously they saw us, and that might be, are they threatened by us?
They're scared. Come on.
That's how we're going to take it.
The subcommittee is threatened.
Some people are afraid of what they don't understand, too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we were just commenting. That's all we were doing. Just commenting on their posts. I mean, sorry. You couldn't come up with good material. It's your fault.
Cut the sound of a greater stag.
That's right. Edge, go ahead.
All right, I'm up.
Yep.
First, how dare you goes to all the people on the watching the YouTube show live, because only me and Dylon so far have commented during this entire show and other shows. And that is absolutely ridiculous, because I know Mama K is watching right now. Like, at least throw some chats up there like this. Anyways, second one is Gore. Come on the show. Get real with it. Like, how dare you? Third one.
Facts.
Kasuf. Bacon, dude. Like, what are you talking about, dude? It's got to go on a sandwich, a burger. I mean, get with modern times here. What are you like? I don't even know how to like come at you with it. It's just get your head off your shoulders and put some bacon on your burger and enjoy it, man.
No.
Yes.
I'll let you go. Go off,
Yes.
King.
No, wait
Go
a minute.
off, King.
Here's what you tell me.
Speak on it, King.
Get your head out from between your butt cheeks and put some bacon in there. Make a
There you
sandwich.
No, I will not. Look, I'm not going to soil bacon's magnificent, ridiculous taste by sandwiching it in between bread and lettuce and tomatoes and other meats. It is a standalone star. It belongs by itself.
I will give you that. It is great as a standalone star. However, though, I live with you and I watch like how you mix food before, like corn dogs, ketchup, mustard, just all mixed together, and yet you won't put bacon.
Never ate
on the
mustard.
burger.
Well, never ate mustard. Never
You're
in my
right.
life.
You're right. You're right. I'll give you that one back. All right, but still though, like you used to mix everything together, and all of a sudden you're scared to put bacon on there. Like you don't act like you're one of those freaks that like can't have nothing touching on their plate. And you got to eat everything at once. You know, like get out of here. Get
I'm not. Hey, that was back when I didn't have a career.
So now you're bougie and you want to
I'm
eat
not
your
bougie.
bacon by yourself?
No, I would rather have bacon by myself. I mean, by itself and by myself.
I just had a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit this morning.
That's awful. No, because you know how many times you have to go like this when you're eating the biscuit, you have to go because you can't get the bacon to bite, and you have to chase it off the biscuit because it's still attached. It's terrible.
Just so people can see AK's face. He was trying to give a mouth hug to a biscuit.
Like, do you have that bad of an overbite? You can't like take a bite of your biscuit.
You all know what I'm talking
I don't
about.
know. He was over there using nothing but his lips.
Oh gosh. My next one's Vires. J-Vi. This guy, every time we hang out together, the next pod comes out, and he's just putting me through the ringer. And of course, the one time that I'm not coming on this show that y'all let me grace their presence, he decides, oh, I'm on baby watch tonight. I got 2 kids. I don't care. Like, just stand up and take this ass chewing I'm about to give you, J-Vi, because you act like every time we hang out, that you buy all these beers, and yet the one time I left my wallet with my wife so she could go across the field and buy food, I had to buy his beer. Don't come here with that, J-Vi. Don't come here with that. Get off me. My next thing, J-Vi.
You can see his face too, by the way, Edge. Every time he tells that, he's grinning from ear to ear, and you know whenever he's telling an absolute lie.
And I even told him on the golf course too, do not say anything about this on the pod. As soon as he gets back here, the first thing he's talking about, Edge can't play golf, number one. I never said I could, J-Vi. The second thing, J-Vi, how dare you act like you're part of the SEC and a Georgia Bulldog now just because your wife is a Georgia dog. So obviously we see who wears the pants in the family because homeboy is born and raised in the greatest state of the nation of South Carolina and right there by Clemson. And yet he acts, nah, I'm not a Clemson fan. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. What? Get out of here.
Ooh.
Yep. Shout out Seneca. Come on the show.
How do you say that's kind of hard for it to do, but okay. Maybe have the mayor come on.
I was gonna say get the county commissioner.
Anyways, Enrique, old Texas. I've been saving up for a while now because I hear you constantly bash our great Tigers.
Let's go.
How dare you, first of all, act like Clemson should lose their orange because get out of here. If that was the case, do you know how many times the Dallas Cowboys would lose their stars and lose their saying of America's team, even though they get their face kicked in every chance they get?
True or false, most valuable team in America?
Well, I could care less about
Used
that.
to be the U.S. women's team.
Facts.
Next thing. Next thing. Like I said before, speaking of Texas, since they haven't been relative since the Alamo, let's talk about Texas fanhood. This is a poll, or actually, this is a statement, I guess, because we don't know if it's a fact or if it's just a stat of more relevant teams than UT Austin. Okay.
UTSA.
First one is a D3 school called the Austin Kangaroos, which I didn't even know existed until the poll.
On the hop.
Houston Cougars, which is I'm a little bit confused about if it's actually a football team or if it's just some bar where you go pick up chicks. But, North Texas, Mean Green, and what is that? Denton, Texas, I believe.
Yes, just north of Dallas.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. SMU made it. TCU Horn Frogs.
Cornflakes.
Cornfrogs.
Cornflakes. Texas A&M Aggies. Texas A&M Commerce actually made it before UT Austin.
Okay.
And then they got what does that say? Texas Southern Tigers and Texas State Bobcats, then UT. Dude, are you kidding me? There's only 32 teams in the state of Texas, and they're that far down. Like, get with the show there, dude. Come over there and support your team like a real man. You're not even wearing orange. You don't even have anything Texas in your background anyway.
I do. I got a hog right here, shot in Texas, right there.
Ooh.
I'm looking at a clock that you just pointed to.
Right here.
Is that Butch's living room? This is a clock.
He's pointing to the MillyGOATS symbol.
They're right there from Texas.
Hey.
Next thing. When was Texas' last national championship?
03 or 04.
No, 2005. You're not even a true fan. You don't even know your national title. Jesus Christ.
014 though.
63, 69, 70, and 2005 is your national titles, and then y'all can't even. Dude, love that shirt. Like I'm literally gonna buy that, and every time I'm with Tex, I'm gonna wear it.
I'll be wearing my Texas stuff.
That's fine. That's all I got. Butch, you're safe because I didn't have anything other, and I'm just jealous of your hair because obviously I don't have any. Dylon, you're safe other than Taylor Swift rocks your stadium harder than your football fans.
Facts.
You know what we should do is
there's that propaganda machine.
The Vikings logo, like it's the side view of the Viking. It should be Taylor Swift with the Viking helmet on.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
You know
there we go.
She's like the Viking lady singing. Oh my gosh, that'd be
T-shirt
so
idea.
You know she had some show on Netflix come out, right, about Americana woman or whatever, and literally after this pod they were talking about we need to remake it and put it when she was in Minnesota. And I was like, oh wow, that just means that she just rocked the show.
Hey, look, it comes in black. It comes in this
also
gray
black,
thing.
Gray,
and like lots of different blacks and grays there.
What shade do you want?
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. All right, is that it, Edge? Is that all the how dare yous?
Yeah, it was mostly geared towards Java and Enrique. So
I like they brought a Rolodex. He's been waiting. You can tell.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
Loaded. He's just waiting.
Every time though, I'm driving like to work, and like I said, I get to work pretty early in the morning, and I listen to y'all's pod like the next day, obviously. And I hear texts stop popping off at the mouth about Clemson, and I want to text them so bad, but like I'm trying to be patient because I know most people are sleeping while I'm going in, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna get. Then I get busy and forget about it. But boy, I'm gonna tell you what, don't you disgrace the Tigerland over here.
Hey, he's been a fan since 2017.
You shut your face, Adam.
Yeah, Edge. I'm gonna tell you. Here's how you have to organize yourself. I have an alarm at 11:10 a.m. every day, just so that I can go in and give some type of rebuttal to any statement in the group text or that Texas made that I can find any flaw with.
You
but
know
you
why
gotta
it's
set an
11-10?
alarm,
Yeah.
and it takes a lot of discipline.
You know why it's 11-10? Because that's when he's pulling up to the plant, riding around on the golf cart, acting like he's been in the office the whole time. You know, he's like, "Oh yeah, I've just been doing paperwork and computer stuff."
Long day, right, fellas? Am I right? Hot in here.
Well,
working
that's
hard
how
or
long
hardly
it takes
working,
him
eh?
to drop all his kids off at school.
Oh, there's another thing. How do you not get a conversion van like those old school, conversion vans that fold down like a king bed with a Nintendo in the back? I mean,
if they still made an Astro van, I would have gotten one because those things are 4-wheel drive.
Ooh.
Oh my
Absolutely.
god!
They don't make them anymore though. So we got
instead. You need like a G20.
That thing would be sick.
I'll give you props though. There's no way I could have a platoon full of kids like you could, man. I mean,
you just go buy a replica of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Or the what is it? The Dogmobile from Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, I was thinking that.
Throw the kids in the back.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Other relevant sports news. NFL. We already talked about USA Women. We've done that ad nauseum. Josh Allen is scared of Miami.
Ooh.
He was complaining to Roger Goodell that it was 30 degrees hot on the opposing team's sideline.
Oh wow!
Is that the type of talk?
That's loser talk.
That's a season. That's planting the seed so they change it before a very important game.
But dude, I mean, honestly, didn't we already know that? Come on, get real. That's just pro football. I mean, you watch Miami every time they have a home game. What color are they playing in? They're playing in the whites, right? That way, the other team is playing in the dark colored uniform. It's the same way. And Tex and Butch can, shake their head all they want to, but when they're playing in, Dallas Stadium, all of a sudden a random door starts opening up whenever the other team's about to kick a field goal. I mean, it's just the way it is.
It doesn't matter. The Niners went down there and beat them in the playoffs. I mean,
home field advantage.
Whatever.
Home field advantage.
Yeah. I mean, we're not worried about the Cowboys at any capacity ever. So
I'm just stating the fact that there's always a way to push the home field advantage, as Tex would say. Yes.
I love how everybody's giving me trash, but my team's had the most success by far out of all these teams on this podcast. Wow, professionally.
Hanging a lot of banners. Hanging a lot of banners there.
Professionally.
I don't have a pro team, so I'll give you that. But there's a lot of Clemson guys in NFL, so don't come
there's room on the wagon right now, but come February, all you people that want to jump over to the Minnesota fans, I'm not going to let you on. But right now, Ed,
I'll take a strong pass on that just because it's cold, but thank you for the invite.
he would be a Jacksonville.
I'm the first person that's turned me down on that.
Yeah, it's got to be down here in the heat.
He's been doing that every time he's on the show. He's like, everybody, we're holding open tryouts for Minnesota Vikings fans.
Yeah.
August 28th.
They're trying to get the stadium louder.
It's right after the Taylor Swift concert, so all you have to do is just stay the night.
First question, what is the biggest example of a disappointing moment in your life?
All right. Okay. Mama K just chimed in the Bills again, really.
Mama K.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, he's complaining already before the season even started. Come on.
So Mama K can text, but she can't put it in chat.
We gotta create a YouTube account, maybe. All right, Jim Irsay is paying $20 million to fly an Orca home. That's absurd. Like, he won't pay his running back, but he'll take Free Willy to the Pacific Ocean. And then Urban Meyer in the news again. Some dude came out and said that they had a team meeting the year that he was coaching and said, what's going on? And some free safety spoke up and said, we got a rookie quarterback and a rookie head coach. Urban Meyer actually called this safety on his off day from another coach's phone. And when the safety answered, he goes, why did you call me a rookie head coach? And he basically had to apologize to him before he was going to get cut.
Dang.
Yeah. So, and then I just wanted to throw this in there. The Niners,
nobody cares.
I wrote it in the doc. So I wrote it in the doc. It's in the doc. It's facts. I mean, it has to be said.
You got to read it. But you're not reading it.
All you wrote is Niners tickets.
No.
Niners tickets. I read it. Move on.
Niners tickets are given
The
away
49ers
free
had the
downtown.
NFL's highest ticket revenue last year at $136 million. That's it. I'm just saying.
That's also because it's in San Francisco and it costs like $3 million for a 200.
Way to bring politics into it, Tex. Way to bring politics into it.
Highest sales, highest sales tax in the country.
You know,
again, you're talking politics. I'm talking sports.
Is it like 13%
Most human poop on the streets in the NFL. Congratulations.
Per capita.
Most homeless people down one street.
The Sanford CC's 49ers.
Most used needles on the streets. Congratulations.
Grossest
right.
city alive. Yes.
And then the last NFL note is Carson Wentz. Did anybody see the picture of him?
No.
There's pictures of him doing workouts, but he's in an Eagles helmet, a Commanders yellow jersey, and Indianapolis Colts shorts.
Nice.
He's open to possibilities.
Yeah.
That blame man looks like a tres leches cake out there throwing balls.
If you go to his LinkedIn account, he's got the little green circle that says "Open to opportunities."
Oh yeah.
Searching.
All right, Major League Baseball, Tex. I'm sure you wrote Rangers still on the tippy.
Still on the tippy.
Nobody
still
cares.
Leading the division, heading into the playoffs, down the pipe.
Hey, we got to talk about the fight though with MLB.
There it is. It's up next.
30-year anniversary of Nolan Ryan.
Ooh,
the unit?
No, not the unit.
That's Randy Johnson. Show some respect, dude. It's freaking National Mullet Day, according to Dylon. Come on.
30-year anniversary of that.
Of what? Nolan Ryan?
Beating up the dude that charged the mound.
The last thing. The last thing we have to.
He just grabbed him and.
Oh, and that's the fight from Anderson from the White Sox and Ramirez from the Guardians.
Hey, I like that.
Ramirez straight shook him, man. I mean,
baseball violent again.
I agree.
Dude was
what was funny about it? I'm sure probably Butch watched it, but what was funny about it is he started at least 6 other brawls after they cleared the bench and the bullpen and everybody. Like there was coaches actually throwing swings in a couple of them. I was like, okay, this is what's interesting again.
The best part about that is the ump. Whenever they were like, "You want to fight? You want to?" It was like a hockey fight.
He's like, "Hey, let's go,
let's get it on."
Yeah,
celebrity death match up in here.
Yeah. Hey, he dropped his hands.
Sam Mills.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of, that's pretty much the last thing, other than the fight that took place. Was it last night? I guess.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Nate Diaz.
I'd love to see somebody just get in there and do a good old double leg takedown. There's got to be a former wrestler out there playing baseball. Got to be.
Dude, I would just love for Nate Diaz to not show up like he's the lead singer for Linkin Park.
Diaz got shook though, didn't he?
Oh,
didn't he get knocked down?
Yeah, he got knocked out.
I didn't pay for the pay-per-view, but I saw some of the highlights today. So first of all, Jake Paul to weigh in at 180 is like absolutely ridiculous. So he looked like he had starved himself. So AK and Take, y'all are wrestlers. If you can think about cutting weight, imagine like you're trying to cut 20 pounds over the past 8 weeks or whatever.
Walking around.
But yeah, the 5th round, he sat him down. I thought that they were going to call it, and then Jake Paul unanimously wins. Like, it's not even close.
Well, Nate Diaz looked like the sloth from Ice Age out there.
But I think it just goes right back to the same thing with Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, that you can't take an MMA fighter and make them do nothing but boxing.
I would agree.
And they expect them to
he
fight.
Put him in one of those, like, tried to choke him out. He tried to.
I've been in situations like that where we're like, hey, we're just going to spar. And I'm like, as soon as you get hit one time, you're like, oh, it's game on. And you just see red, and it's like, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to stand up. No, I can't do that. Okay. I think you cannot take somebody and just say, hey, you're just boxing now. You can't take them down or do a leg shot or, choke them out.
All right. With that, pretty much getting to the end here. Intersquad Dad-Kings Jamboree results. We've run out of time.
No, we haven't.
I should be at 22 now.
So nothing lags.
Dylon wins convincingly about 125 points more than the next closest, which was J-Vi. And then in our other one, Tex wins. So Tex gets a win. Dylon gets a win. Dylon up to 4. Tex up to 22.
Almost to 23. Then I'm going to quit.
Hang them up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 52.
That's right. Greatest episode so far. Episode 52. Hey, shout out for y'all, though. This is a lot of work getting here, and thanks for having me on. Why do you start the music again? Jesus.
So early.
That's what he does to cue us up. He says,
I can't even hear it. I can't even hear it.
Wow. Hey, thanks for having me on. Appreciate the invite. Hopefully I didn't mess it up too bad.
It's the Oscar speech. It's the Oscar speech. Cut him off.
I'm walking you off, dude.
Yeah, thanks. Right. Yeah.
Follow us on
Instagram, Real and Neat Outfitters.
Yes, exactly.
Read
YouTube,
the document.
Rumble, the MillyGOATs. Instagram at the MillyGOATs. Twitter at MillyGOATs. Website, blog.
Threads.
MillyGOATs.com. Apparel, all those shirts. www.rao.live. Subscribe and rate. God, I hope I don't ever put anything in there because I subscribe, rate, review, leave us a review. It helps us out a lot.
Go Tigers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. No, don't go Tigers. He's only been a fan since 2017. That's our show. See you later.
Mic drop. Tex, you're terrible. Go Tigers.